Braže, our priority today, of course, is threefold. One, everything to do with support to Ukraine. Quite clearly, Russia's war economy has been able to reconstitute itself largely. So we urge the presidency to advance the next sanctions package. We look forward exchanging with David O'Sullivan, who is EU sanctions envoy, with regard to cooperation with the third countries, avoiding various sanction measures that countries have been able to prosecute. So it's important both to decrease the income in Russian budget, which is the shadow fleets, the oil exports, the gas, and so on and so forth, but also the access to technology. Unfortunately, on our borders, which is external border of the EU-NATO, we see that a lot of EU companies are still exporting stuff to Russia, which not necessarily is in line with the sanctions. So those will be issues that I will address, and then plus other support to Ukraine, which is about, we are providing another package of support to energy sector of Ukraine and doing other things. The second part is the discussion with David Lammy, the new UK's foreign minister. The new government has provided some ideas on how they want to advance their relationship with the EU, which we warmly welcome. We've been engaging in the discussion with UK on their integrated defence review, provided some inputs. So there is a lot that can be done, and we welcome the rational cooperation that we have with that important partner. Third part, Middle East. Obviously, we've been all issuing statements and commenting, but actually it's, I think, currently very important to do very concrete things, prohibit attacks on UNIFIL. Our contingent is also there. So we have spoken to Israeli authorities and we have considered working with all the others to ensure that it can continue operating in accordance with Security Council mandate, but also still the issues around the humanitarian support to Gaza, the release of hostages, all the other issues remain on the table for all of us. So close cooperation within the EU and advancing on practical solutions should be some things that we would be looking at. In that regard, we welcome the additional sanctions that we will impose on Iran, and that actor has been not constructive, to say it's an understatement. But also we will discuss Moldova and Georgia, the two important countries with elections forthcoming, and Swedish Foreign Minister, as the chair of Nordic Baltic countries, has been coordinating some outreach, so we will inform about that, and also with regard to Georgia. I thank you. No, I cannot, because that will be the discussion today.
What would you like to see in the next round of sanctions against Russia?
Well, there are very concrete things that we are advancing. There is a whole set of cover used under medical instruments exports that is used for other issues that we see on the border. So that is one thing. We as Latvia has not issued any dual use license in the beginning of the war, but we see others issuing that. There is the shadow fleet vessels that we need to put on the list, because the designation of those vessels, they are unsafe, they are avoiding sanctions regimes, they are avoiding the oil price cap. So there is a whole package that we are advancing, and a few others.
And just briefly on UNIFIL, if you then get to Union, you think beyond condemnation and this is potentially also by sanctions?
We will discuss that. I don't want to sort of prejudge what positions. We are 27 member states, so in the same time we are there as UN Security Council mandated force. So the principle is together in, together out, and that's wider than the EU. So that's an important part of that.
What do you think about Iran's plan to circumvent Hungary's veto against the EPS?
I haven't heard such a plan, so I won't comment on our High Representative's plans. But let's stay on that. Thank you.